Hey guys, welcome back. Now that we have set our server with SSH and all the good stuff, it's time to add our storage. You don't want to save your media or your videos or your files in the same boot disk just in case your operating system crashes or that disk fails. So I've went ahead and added a disk on VirtualBox. I don't need to show you that because I'm assuming you're gonna do this on a physical server. So a USB one is fine. If you want to add it inside your case, make sure you shut down your computer and do that. But let's log in here and see how we can make this disk appear on our server, and also when we boot the system and we reboot the system, it will still show up. So let's get to it. Let's log in with our user here. And I don't know why I keep doing this, but I keep forgetting to click back on the VM. Enter my password, and again I'm typing slow just because I'm using one hand to hold the mic, so be patient. Alright, and we have logged in. So let's do this. First of all, what you need to do is check your disks. So we're gonna use the sudo fdisk command. I know this is old, but I'm here to master the G disk. So fdisk to list all our devices. So let me enter my password here. And as you can see, I have not two passwords. I have two disks. I got SD disk 1, which is SDA, and also has another disk. Have another disk SDB, which is also 10 gig. So I'm using smaller portions just because this is for demonstration purposes. So we know we have two disks and we've seen those sectors. Now let's list partitions on SDB, our second disk. To do that, you want to use the ls command and then /dev/s/sdb. It's hard to type with one hand because you gotta try to find the keys. And let's see. Actually, yeah, we don't have any partitions. We just have that one. Okay, so let's go back to sudo, and then let's enter the fdisk command. Fdisk -l. Alright, so those are our disk again. So moving forward, let's now edit the new disk to make it usable. So sudo fdisk /dev/sdb. So as you can see, has a message for you there that says changes will remain in memory only until you decide to write them. So be careful before using the write command. So to see all the commands you can use, type M, press enter, and those are the options you can use. So we're gonna do P to list our partitions or print them, and we have none. We have 0 bytes. So our disk identifier is whatever that number is. Anyways, moving forward, we're gonna do D to delete if there's any partitions to delete, and we have none. So moving forward, I'm gonna make this a GPT since it's a newer model. I mean, not the newer model, the new disk label, instead of using what is it called, NTFS and all that. So we're gonna use GPT. So we created a new disk label called, with the GPT. So the next thing we need to do is create a new partition. So we press N for new partition, and I'm gonna take the default because I want to use the whole disk for just my media. So accept the default, just press enter, and first sector, that's fine with me, and the last sector, that's fine with me. So we have created a new Linux file system, I guess. Yeah, but we are not done yet. So let's press P to print our partitions and see. As you can see, we have one. Now you want to type W to write these changes, and the partition table has been altered, so we can't go back. That's done. And yeah, also guys, I'll make a video to show you how, you see how my my display is. I got my username and then the name of the server and the tilde sign and the dollar sign. Yeah, I'll make a video to show you guys how to edit. I think I'll name it tips and tricks. Anyways, stop wasting time. Let's go on and make a file system. We're gonna call this. We're gonna go to sudo mkfs, and we're gonna use extension 4 since I'm still old. I'm not using xfs, but this will do. Dev. Okay, what am I doing? Dev /sdb1. That's the first partition. This is going to be a file format, and then let's press enter, and that's done. Let's go on and make a directory, since we're going to be using these to store media, and since it's an external drive or a second drive, we want to mount it somewhere. So to make a file, to make a new directory, we're going to use mkdir, and we have to mount this somewhere, and we're going to call this storage, I guess. We're going to do storage. Yeah, this is going to be a storage. Yeah, so once we run this, we'll be able to use this. So let's mount this disk again. I'm trying to rush here. I don't want to keep mouthing off unnecessary things, which I'm finding myself doing. Dev sdb1, and we're gonna mount it on storage. Wait, what? How am I? Wait a second. Storage. So this will mount the drive. Alright, so we've mounted our drive. Now, just to see if it's there, we're going to use a command called df-h. And as you can see at the bottom, we do have our SDB1, which is 9 gig now, and it's mounted under storage. So to be able to use this, for other people to be able to use this disk, let's change some permissions. We're going to use the sudo chmod, and then users and groups and other people, plus give them read and write. We don't need to give them execute permissions, since we're just going to be storing files. And we're going to do, where do we put it? Amount on storage. Storage. And then we've given them permissions. So what do we want to do next? We're going to write to the disk just to test whether it works. So I'm going to use the touch command. I'm old school like that. So let's say touch, and this is under mnt storage. Storage, and then do test. Okay, text.txt. Why not? And then, well, that seemed to be working. We're able to write to it. Okay, the other thing now we need to do, since we know we can write to the disk, we need to make this disk, when we boot the system, to be able to be there. So how we're going to do this is we're going to mount the external disk to be persistent. So we're going to edit our etc fstab files, which is a file system table. So the way this works is like you have your disk, your mount, type, and options. Sorry guys, that's my son. Let me pause this video for a second. Sorry guys, my son just came in the room, so we're gonna have to work through this really hard. So just to fast forward these things, let's first of all look for our block ID for this disk. I know we're gonna need it because I'll show you why, and I'm doing this because my son is here and I don't want you guys to hear him crying and all that. Anyways, so bl block ID. So we're gonna hit enter, and we're looking for the second one, SDB1, which is a UUID. That's the number that we want. So I'm gonna pause this video and try to copy paste it if I can, which I'm not sure if I can, but we shall see. But I'm gonna just write it down. It might be a long one, but let me pause this video and write it down. But if you can copy and paste it, that'll be fine. Okay. Alright guys, so I found a shortcut instead of writing it down because I know there's potential for error. So what I did, I used Party to log in to the media server, and I looked for my SDB UUID. Where is it? And it's right here. So what I did was I highlighted that all the way to type, which is extension 4, and then I ran the sudo vi etc fstab. That's where we're gonna edit those, and then that will be able to log you in. And then just scroll down. You can use your keys right there and press I to insert. Sorry guys, that's my son. Family duties. Press enter and then just right click on the page like that, and there it copies your stuff on there, which is really a good idea instead of trying to, you know, me trying to type all that thing will be a lot. So to finish this, you come over here for the extension type. In between there, you just put your hold on guys, let me pause this. Yeah, let's finish this since I'm gonna try to do it. So anyway, in between the type and here, just type in the mount that we were supposed to do. This is mnt/storage, and let's add a space. Did I get that right? Yeah. So for our type, it's extension 4, and then after third, we need to do space defaults, and then 0 for the dump, and pass. So after that, we have to save this. So escape :WQ, that is right, and quit. Now let's test whether we did this right. We're gonna run the out mount and mount it again to see if it's there. So we're gonna do sudo umount mnt storage. And I know I didn't make a mistake. It's not unmount, it's umount. Trust me, it is. Once we do that, let's run that. We didn't get any errors. That's a good sign. So the next move we need to do is mount it. So sudo, and we're gonna do mount all the drives or all the files on there, and we use the -a for that. And we have an error. So we need to go fix that. And how we fix that is we run back to this right here. Press I. Wait, where am I? Right here. Yeah. For the type here, I think just gonna try to do this. And then let's try to save it now. And WQ. And let's run this command again. No errors. That's a good sign right there. So to finish things off, we didn't see any errors. We already mounted it. We fixed the error that we found. So let's do a dh dash h, I think. Oh, was it? Yes, that's a cannot be installed with sudo apt deb helper. Well, let me switch back to my regular VM and let's see if that will work. So just minimize that one. Come over here and do d dh dash h. What am I missing? Maybe is it df dash h. Oh, it's df. I don't know why I was doing d. Anyways, there you go. And to verify that it works on party 2, I will come down here and do a df dash h. Alright, we are done with that. Now when you boot your system, you'll still see your hard drive. Thank you guys for watching, and excuse my son being here. You know, duties comes first. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.